Hi, a few weeks ago I implemented a RISC-V RV32I processor and had a brief video demo. In this video, I will have that RV32I implementation run 2 threads of programs with FreeRTOS and also do a short video demo. This is the video demo I had before. On top of the screen was some caption text. On the upper right corner was the system clock generated by M-time interrupt. On the rest of the screen, I had a text block symbol bouncing around with sound when the block symbol hits an imaginary border. For this video demo, what I like to do is still have some caption text on the upper rows of the screen. Then I'll have 2 threads of programs running text block symbols bouncing around, one on the left side of the screen, the other on the right side of the screen. In order to run FreeRTOS, I did some updates to the RV32I implementation during the process. I wrote all the programs on the previous video demo, so I can pretty much do what I wanted on the hardware and software, as I had full control of both sides. To run FreeRTOS, I'm treating the FreeRTOS software as golden, and I would update the FPGA implementation to match what the software requires. I hope this also serves as my hardware debug process. There is also a ROM size change. My previous demo assembly program took less than 2 kilobytes of ROM space. For the current demo, the overall program takes about 18 kilobytes with GCC compiler-02 optimization. There may be a few kilobytes more if I don't have that -02 optimization. And currently I don't have the RISC-V C module implemented, so I cannot use 16-bit instructions to further reduce the code size. For the hardware, it is still the same custom FPGA board I used before. This board has the size of a business card. I have another DE2115 commercial board. If this project does turn into something bigger that I'll need more peripherals, then I may move the project to that DE2115 board later. To start with FreeRTOS, I just started with its website and started collecting informations. The FreeRTOS version I use in this demo is December 2021. Still, there was some trial and error process on this project for me. This is a list of files and contents I finally nailed down to. The files to take from FreeRTOS distribution and needed include path are pretty clear from FreeRTOS website. I'll do some explaining on the files to be created with the idea in mind that I'll use as close to minimum modules or software as I could to get this demo going. For the FreeRTOS config.h file, the FreeRTOS website already has a pretty complete listing. I just copied that list and made modifications as I go. This page shows what I modified from what's from the website. There are 2 items I want to especially mention here. One is config use time slicing. I want to have 2 threads running, and it seems I need to have this configuration parameter set to 1. If I only need to have 1 thread, then either 1 or 0 for this configuration would work. Actually, I'm glad I decided to have 2 threads running for this demo from the beginning. I had a problem in my hardware implementation that the problem wouldn't show if I just had 1 thread. Again, this helps me debugging the hardware. The second item I want to mention is config assert. As I don't have hardware debugging capability like OpenOCD, changing this configuration function the way it is saves me some trouble. Currently, I don't have plan to add OpenOCD to the hardware or near term, as I'm using FPGA debug environment. There is another thing I want to mention on the startup file that I'm not sure if it's a hack or something, is that I'm adding a small piece of code to transfer some C parameter values from ROM to RAM. I understand some C startup routine does that also, but I'm not sure if in this particular case can I get by with some makefile or linker settings, etc. Anyway, after some debug, I just did what's described here and continue with the project for now. So this is the part calling FreeRTOS routines in the main program. Maybe the return 0 needs not be here, as from what I read about FreeRTOS, the whole program execution should not let main program complete and exit. It should run forever. Anyway, now here's the video demo. Okay, that's a couple of weeks work for just a few seconds demo. I'll see what I can and want to do next for this project. Until then, thanks for watching.